Okay, taking a walk up to the well house, and I have spent the afternoon cleaning out the garage as much as I possibly could. For the time being, there's still tons and tons and tons to do there. Anyway, I've determined what this well house was all about and why it's as substantial as what it is. We have a mailbox here by the well house, plus some sort of what was once perhaps some sort of a barbecue, or I think that you could hang pots off this, and there were rocks all the way around, so if somebody was cooking here, maybe in a cast iron pot. Now, the reason this well house is so big and special is that it's not just a well house. Mind you, it is still totally full of garbage, and it is sadly coming down at the back end, so it needs to be repaired. And now we still have yet to have the well guy come out and change the tank here. He couldn't come out till Monday, but we did have electricity put in, ran a whole new electric line from the well house to the main house because we couldn't find power here that worked. So yeah, it's been a bit costly, but to be expected, I guess. Now, I did tell somebody that we do have a fridge in here, and yes, there's still a ton of garbage that has yet to be removed. I don't know, we might find another treasure or two, but there's mostly garbage. And back here, there was another room where there used to be a shower. You can see the shower head there, and the handle there, and a sink there. So yeah, somebody once used this as a temporary house while the main house was being built. It took me a while to figure that one out, but that's what this was all about. Now, hoping we can repair some of this. We'll see. Some of it has been, like there are cans of food that have, gross mason jars, old mason jars. So somebody did some canning here once, and there were some other odds and ends. As I said, I believe this was temporary housing for, and I didn't dare open that fridge yet. Couldn't get to it anyway, even if I wanted to. It's going to be a job to clean this one out as well. So, well, here we go. Up to the main awesome garage that we have. Oh, gotta watch out for all these. Gotta get these leaves all raked out. Well, I have a blower. We just bought a leaf blower, and we're gonna need that. And I just want to make sure that we don't have piles of leaves for snakes and critters to hide in, because I'm unfamiliar with that kind of thing. So we have to work on that. And I've kind of created a bit of a path, but the main job today was to clean out some of the garage. And we have actually what is a pretty awesome garage. We'll get to it up here. I guess somebody was very interested in cars. Now, it is a 3-car garage. The one half of it, or the 1/3 of it, I have taken a ton of garbage from this side. It's not done yet. And loaded up this one side so that we at least have one side clean. Now, this door doesn't seal shut anyway, so it is full of garbage. Lord knows if there's a treasure or two in there, but mostly this garage is the real treasure. And this is part of the reason we picked up this place. The concrete is in awesome shape. I told Mark that I've spent the day cleaning this while he was doing something else, and as you can see, there's a pile I have to sort through of leaves and little bits that you don't really want blown into the yard, like styrofoam and paper plates and all that has to be picked through, sadly. And we have an old piano that weighs a ton and I couldn't move. Don't even want to try. But I did get Mark's help to move some of these bigger items. And we piled the old tires in one corner and Mark's 2 tires. I told him he might as well put his tires here rather than leave them on the lawn. But yeah, this garage is awesome. It has a steel roof and a beautiful concrete floor, and that's the bonus with this place. It does need all new siding, no doubt about it. It is all wood. If you put steel siding, it would still be fine today, but it is wood siding. So as you can see, it is all coming apart and needs to be replaced. And that's fine. If and when we can get around to doing that, we will. But the main part, which is the concrete floor and the steel roof, are pretty awesome to have those done. But yeah, this is the back end. And it has not weathered too well with all these leaves and everything near here. Perhaps if the leaves had been cleaned every year on a regular basis, it may have lasted longer, but it is what it is. When there is no maintenance on a place, it's going to deteriorate. No doubt about it. So, anyway, and I think that this is for a puppy, which I haven't even looked at, but yeah, it appears to be for a puppy, a dog, or something. And there is, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a run. Could be for chickens for all I know, but I don't think so. Doesn't appear to be for chickens, but I'm just walking around it now. It's all fenced in. I don't know what we'll do with this, but it's certainly not on my priority list. But yeah, it's nicely wooded, which I do like, so there's not a whole lot of maintenance. Okay, so this is the outside. I understand that I have dogwood trees, and yeah, the top of that roof needs to be cleaned off as well with all those leaves. Give it a few years, might be a lovely place again. It was somebody's dream home, and that's for sure. So, okay, that's it. I also have this fruit tree here, and I'm trying to determine what it is. It's a little bit early in the season. I don't really have any leaves on it. I'm under the impression it is some sort of a fruit tree. I've been told that it's not big enough for a pear. And that's from the electrical guys that were here helping me out. And I asked him if they thought it was a persimmon, and he didn't think so. He thought perhaps it was a fig tree. And if it's a fig tree, that would be awesome. But it is starting to bud. So before much longer, I'm sure we'll know exactly what it is. I have tried to Google it to give me some description. And it does appear in a way to be a fig tree, but it's hard to say. Wow. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. There is another tree or so growing in the middle of it that I need Mark to saw out. And it is something else. Now this will have to be trimmed back for sure. But I don't know when I want to do this. And it looks like at one point it was well cared for. It was branching out properly, but there is some new growth inside that probably has to be cut out. You know, you want fruit trees to grow out, have breathing room, and not really rubbing against, you know, the branches not rubbing against each other. All of them have room to to grow and to put out fruit properly. Anyway, that's what else I have found on this property. I do have a bunch of crepe myrtle. I know what that is. I have two what do you call magnolia trees. Okay, I have two magnolia trees. I have a bunch of these crepe myrtle, but they're so tall. I don't know how we can trim them back. And I believe that this is a dogwood, and it's already flowering, which is beautiful. Yes, spring is here. And this is my driveway up to the property. So I'm just going down, and there's another dogwood flowering over there. So yes, I'm going to have a whole bunch of flowering trees along the pathway. Now, knowing me, I would have wanted to put lavender all up this driveway, or something like boxwood, but the driveway is so long, I don't know what I'm going to do. And yes, we do have to trim back a bunch of trees. Okay, the company that just delivered my modem obviously knocked this down. So yes, Mark is going to have to come out here with a chainsaw that he just purchased and trim some trees. We know that. We knew that some of these had to be done. I mean, we got in just fine without any issue, but it appears that not all trucks are having the same. I'll have to cut those up a little later, but not now. So much more to do. That's second on my list. And I'm so happy with the work I have done on the garage today. Okay, back up to the house.